Alright, good day folks. I want to bring you guys a bit of a late afternoon market update. In this video, I want to run through some technical analysis with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Some very interesting things going on, potential signs of bullish reversals. We're seeing some bullish things with Bitcoin, and I also want to bring you guys a low cap gem that's been on my radar that I've started to accumulate dollar cost average my way into this thing. I think when the next alt run comes, this coin is very likely to explode. So folks, if you like the sound of that, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. So today we're looking at the fear and greed index here. The market is fearful. Is it time to be greedy? I'm getting greedy because the market is fearful. I love buying into fear. Whenever the market's greedy, that's when I get worried. That's when you should take profits. But when not financial advice, but that's kind of my approach to things. But now that the market's fearful, I feel good about dollar cost averaging my way into good projects that I will discuss, one of which I will discuss later in the video. But for now, let's talk about Bitcoin, because we're seeing some very interesting things happening with Bitcoin here. So we were in this wedge pattern, this triangle pattern. You call this thing a million things, whatever way you call this thing. We had a clear green trend line here that we broke down bearishly from. We broke down from the key support level of the 50 SMA on the daily. We can see how twice that level held, as it was the most important support level for Bitcoin throughout this parabolic growth, this bull cycle. But we've broken below it. We're currently finding support on the 100 SMA on the daily simple moving average and the 236 macro Fibonacci retracement from the very macro bottom to all-time highs. So as long as Bitcoin can remain above 50,000, that is a very good thing. In fact, we have a daily candle closing in about 8 minutes here. So if this daily candle can close where it's at right now, that is a very good sign. As long as Bitcoin can remain above 50,000, this 100 EMA and this 236, the worst may be behind us. Let's say we do start to break down further. I again think this region that I've previously mentioned, 47,400, will be a critical support level. Let's say these two clusters of support don't hold. Well, then in that case, I think retesting 41,000 makes a lot of sense. We have the 386 Fibonacci retracement right there, lining up perfectly with a peak in price action. So these are the three major support levels for Bitcoin that I'm looking out for. Again, folks, while there are some very concerning things happening in the technicals, I do believe, because of a mixture of fundamentals and macro top and bottom indicators, I don't think this is the top of the cycle. I just think this is a correction. Corrections are commonplace, and so far with Bitcoin, we've had just roughly a 26% correction, which is extremely normal. And again, we may have a further leg down. Getting that daily candle close above 50k and these support levels are going to be a very good thing. Now, one of the factors that led to Bitcoin having that flash crash was a drop in hash rate, in kind of mining power, because there was outages in China. So we could see right here when those outages began, that correlated almost exactly to the beginning of the drop in price action here. So we can see that hash rate has started to recover pretty nicely. We're not at those previous all-time highs, but we're kind of throughout the median range here. So it's good to see that hash rate is beginning to recover a bit. So we're starting to see some strength with Bitcoin. If we take a look at our indicators here right before we leave off with Bitcoin here, if we take a look here at the 12-hour, histogram's starting to move up. Stochastic RSI is at a bullish crossover. Regular RSI, is approaching the oversold territory. Looking at the 6-hour here, 6-hour MACD might want to have a bullish crossover. Regular RSI making higher lows and higher highs. So we're starting to see a bit of strength build up in the RSI and the lower time frames. Same with the 4-hour here, 4-hour bullish crossover in the MACD. So again, if we can hold 50,000 here within the next 6 minutes, that will be a very good sign. We'll touch back here with Bitcoin in the next 6 minutes here. So something to be aware of, Bitcoin dominance. Folks, for those who don't know, Bitcoin dominance is the total value of Bitcoin in comparison to the total value of all cryptocurrency. Whenever it rises, alts suffer. Whenever it falls, alts benefit. So we're finding support at a key level at just above 50% with Bitcoin dominance. It's a nice psychological level, nice historically dominant reactive level, and we have the 236 Fibonacci retracement right there acting as support. So I do think we will hold this region for support for quite a while. while, I think Bitcoin is due at some point in the near future, whether it's tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, to have some kind of leg up. It's been correcting. Bitcoin dominance has been correcting. At some point in the near future, I think Bitcoin will have its day. But for now, Ethereum in the alts are looking strong. So Ethereum was in this wedge pattern. I was letting our people know that I thought this was the bottom. I bought the bottom. I longed the bottom right here. So folks, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Because if you'd been following the channel, if you'd been following our Discord, and if you would have gone in then and there, you could have been up on Ethereum nearly 40% even after the correction. So folks, again, stay tuned to this channel. So we were in this wedge, broke out bullishly, got rejected kind of off the $2,600 range. And so now we're kind of just chilling kind of sideways within this cluster of price action. We have a clear range here from about 2,600 to about 2,000, and we're really just in the middle of this range. So I don't think Ethereum is doing anything too interesting. We're not forming any super clear patterns. We're just kind of chilling above a bunch of sideways price action and a bunch of volume. So that's good to see. So ultimately, I think to understand kind of the next move with Ethereum, I've drawn a Fibonacci retracement from this bottom to this top here, and so we're kind of just in between these two fib levels. So understanding what way we break out of these two fib levels will be very important for understanding the next move with Ethereum. If we break down from the 382, and if we start making lower lows from kind of these heights and price action here, we could probably continue to fall lower. If we start to break out bullishly, and if we can get above and start to hold above $2,330, very good sign that we could see that bullish continuation. Now, we're starting to see a lot of bullish things build up in Ethereum's price structure. Looking here at the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing, we have made a new recent kind of high from these regions over here. Very good to see. We're probably going to have a bit of consolidation just because we've had a run up. Once Ethereum versus Bitcoin is done consolidating and begins to make moves to the upside, that is when we see Ethereum start to make moves to the upside. And I often find that the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing, or just the pairing with Bitcoins in general, can often move before the US dollar value does. And they're good for kind of finding hidden support and resistance. So if we continue to fall, maybe we fall back down to this previous sideways action here. We can see that there's this area here mixed with this area here. There's probably going to be a strong support range kind of throughout these regions here will kind of be our support. Well, it is very likely to act as, at the very least, temporary support if we do indeed correct further. If we do indeed correct and find support here, that should be your cue that the bleeding for Ethereum is likely to stop, or at least it's an important factor. Now, something that's extremely important and really worth taking in and understanding right now is what is going on with Ethereum dominance. So just like how there's Bitcoin dominance, you know, which is the total value of Bitcoin in comparison to the total value of all cryptocurrency, there's Ethereum dominance. So Ethereum dominance is the total value of Ethereum in comparison to the total value of all cryptocurrency. We can see right now, Ethereum composites, you know, 14.28% of the entirety of the cryptocurrency market. And what are we seeing? We're seeing a very macro rounded bottom start to form. We're seeing higher highs and higher lows in Ethereum dominance. Folks, Bitcoin has been going on an absolute tear the last few months, okay? It went from, you know, all-time highs from just under $20,000 to over $60,000. Ethereum's previous all-time highs was, you know, $1,400. It's barely done a 1x. A giant run with Ethereum in the altcoins is very much long overdue, in my opinion. And the fact that we're seeing Ethereum dominance steadily increasing, steadily making gains, making macro higher highs and higher lows all the way around should be very telling of things to come. Once Bitcoin decides to stop correcting and just consolidate and move sideways, I think we're truly going to see altcoins really start to take off. And one of these altcoins that's been on my radar, I've been talking to our VIP Discord members about, is audio tokens. If you guys want to join our VIP Discord, you get access through our Patreon. Link for that is down in the description below. If you join our Patreon, if you click on the link down below, it'll take you to a page such as this. You can choose you know, your different tiers. The lieutenant tiers and above get access to the VIP Discord group where we talk about our low cap gems and interesting setups. The officer cadet tier gets access to the VIP Discord chat room. So if you guys want to support us, and if you guys want to gain more access to ourselves, and again, those low cap gems that we talk about, make sure you join that. Link for that is down in the description below. And folks, this project I'm very, very bullish on long term. It's Audius. It's essentially kind of, think about it like a Spotify on the blockchain. It has a market cap of, you know, just above 300 million right now. If you go to their website, this is their website right here. I've actually downloaded their app and kind of use it semi-regularly. So the fact that there exists a cryptocurrency app that also is bringing in the normies, the people who aren't hardcore crypto people, is very exciting. And the technicals for this thing look very exciting. We've had a massive correction. We've had from all-time highs here. We're down 61%, 72% on the retracement. That's quite a lot. We were forming this macro descending triangle, and we perhaps seem to be breaking out bullishly. We are stuck between strong resistance with the 200 EMA on the 6 hour and strong support with the 200 EMA on the 12 hour here. This darker blue line being the 200 EMA on the 12 hour, and this light blue line being the 200 EMA on the 6 hour. We also have the 618 Fibonacci retracement from the macro bottom to the macro top right above us, acting as resistance. So how would you play this? How would I play this if I was looking to enter this as a swing trade? If I wanted to be more conservative and wait for extra confirmation, I would want to wait and see if audio could get above and hold above $2. If you can get above and hold $2, we would flip that 200 EMA on the 6 hour from resistance into support, including that very important, very macro fib level of the 618. So once we can flip that and start to hold it as support, I think we could probably start to make moves to the upside. Let's say we can't. Let's say we continue to find rejection. Then we're probably going to retest some of these lower regions at about $1.50, $1.55, right around these regions. Maybe we hover around the breakout point for quite some time, but regardless of how you want to play this, if you're interested in this token, I've started dollar cost averaging my way into this thing all throughout these regions here. This is kind of a long-term hold for me, folks. Very bullish on this thing long-term. They have had a token unlock as of yesterday. So on the 23rd, a bunch of supply was released. So that hopefully should alleviate some of the kind of selling pressure on this project, because I'm sure not a lot of people, the people who kind of knew about that supply unlock, probably didn't want to buy into this thing until after the supply unlock. So now that the supply unlock has passed, I think Audius may now be able to start making moves to the upside now that that kind of FUD is out of the way, and we are currently breaking out bullishly, at least for the moment, from this macro descending triangle. So folks, ultimately we need to flip above this VP of our point of control. We need to get above $2 and start to hold dollars and start to hold $2. Once Audius can start to hold $2, I think making moves to the upside, testing every one of these different fib levels becomes a lot more likely. So folks, if you like this market update, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about next down in the comments below. Did you like this video? What do you guys want to hear more of? If I'm wrong, tell me how I'm wrong. Do all that link down in the comments below. Links for everything is down in the description below. All right, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.